Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Oh, it's a holiday video, so we get to cue up the sleigh bells. You hear them? Yeah, I hear them too. It is time for a really exciting holiday releases. I like to say on this channel, whenever we have a new Viseart product, it's a good day. So it's going to be a quadruple good day today because we have 4 new little Viseart palettes for the holidays. We are going to look today at the Petits Fours 2021 Holiday Viseart Quad Collection. We have four different Petits Fours. We have Lapis, which is the blue Petits Fours. Don't worry, we're going to look at them all, swatch them in a few different lights and all that good stuff. We have Peridot right here. This is the green themed. We have Garnet, which is of course a more kind of a burgundy-ish, reddish garnet shade. And then the shade that you're getting a little sneak preview of right here, we have Bullion. Okay, and we're going to look at all of them. I'm going to open them all up. We're going to try them all on. We're going to look at them in 2 different lightings and have a lot of fun with them. This collection harkens back to the French and American kind of 1920s jazz age. And there's shades that are, you know, labeled like Bauhaus and Gatsby. And so, you know, getting in on the fun of this kind of, you can imagine yourself at a New Year's Eve party at, you know, Gatsby's house. That kind of a feel. You know, flappers and hedonism and luxe, when everything looked really good and that kind of Art Deco feel to everything. As usual, as we're seeing here, as I hold up the Garnet, as usual, we have magnetized pans. So these are going to be interchangeable, of course, with the other Petits Fours that have already been released. These will also interchange with the Étendu palettes. And if you happen to have the Grand Pro 1 extension, which I have, this will also interchange and swap out magnetically with those fellows as well. That way you can kind of create your own palette. Now, not only am I wearing the Bullion on the eyes right now, I also went ahead and used it as my highlighter, which you will see in the demo. But first, let's look at these guys. Okay, let's open them up and we got some swatches to do. So we start with our blue themed Lapis right there. Look at how beautiful that is. You're going to see them all swatched. And then I can hold up the Peridot, which is our green theme. Look at how beautiful those are. And look what you could do with those together if you put those 2 together. Now, because I am not an octopus, sometimes I wish I were, sometimes I feel like it, but I'm not. I had to put those 2 down, but I will swatch them all together so you can see the differences. Here we have our Garnet and the shades that I am currently wearing just for this intro, the Bullion shades. Hey, now, it didn't escape me. I usually do not do, in an introductory video, I usually don't compare to other brands, but I had to mention that this Bullion is indeed very reminiscent of another kind of 1920s harkening palette, and that is the Chanel No. 5 limited edition celebration of the No. 5 fragrance, the 100-year fragrance right here, and of course that does harken back to the 20s. The difference between these two they're subtle. This is more subtle, I should say, but the subtle difference is that these are more kind of shimmery toppers, and this has much more of an impact. The Viseart palette, Bullion palette, has much more of an impact. But yes, they are very, very similar. This one's just a little bit kind of lighter and more ethereal, and this one has a bit more oomph, and you're seeing it on me now. So let's go to our swatches here in studio light. We have 2 rows of 8. So the top row here, we have our Lapis or blue palette, and then to the right of it on top, we have the Peridot palette. And then underneath, we have Garnet and Bullion. Over there on the right underneath is Bullion. And I wanted you to be able to see those. When I do the demo, I will put the names of the shades on the screen because those are kind of fun little names that really get into the spirit and the feel of the palettes. They're just gorgeous. I mean, and so creative and different. Like I say, I'm going to talk about this afterwards, so I don't want to repeat myself then. But this is that different. You know, we don't want to see the same palette over and over again from brands, but when it's very different, and this is that different but still really wearable. I like this because when you're talking about color correctness, there's nothing better than sunshine. So let's go outside in the warm California sunshine and take a look at these swatches on my arm in sunshine exactly as we just saw them in studio lighting. here they are in some sunshine. So hopefully you can kind of see how they shine and how pretty they are. We have mattes and metallics, glistening, glimmering shades, hearkening to the 20s. Just absolutely beautiful. What I want to do now is come back with nothing on my eyes, and we are going to demo all 4 of these. You guys are so kind in your feedback. I did have someone tell me before that they prefer when I don't do music or kind of a montage and kind of just talk through application, and I appreciate that very much. That's way too kind of you. But I will do these to music with a montage, because when you're doing 4, it can be a bit tedious. And I try to just talk through. Well, I talk through everything, don't I? But I try to talk through it when I'm just doing 1. So I will have music montage for this one. Thank you for feedback, though. I always appreciate it. Stay right there. Okay, I am ready for New Year's, which also happens to be New Year's Eve, happens to be my birthday. So I want to have an extra celebration, and I think I would wear bullion for it. These shades feel so yeah, they do feel 1920s, Art Deco, this kind of lush, I just love it. Great Gatsby party. That's what I need to be going to. I want to be in the library with Daisy. I absolutely love it. So what I like the most about these shades is their performance, and let me tell you why. Take, for instance, Lapis, okay? Lapis. Lapis has this blue, and my problem with a lot of dark blues is that when they go on, they don't move. So you kind of have this almost stain that you've got to try to move around. And what I like about this shade, see how dark and bright it is, but when it goes on, you see it kind of has an ethereal, gentle quality to it. And I don't know if I'm describing that well, but what I mean is it doesn't cause a dark blue, midnight blue blotch that is hard to move around. And the same goes with the black shade in Bullion. The same goes for that. So you have this super dark, pardon my middle finger, black shade, but when you apply it, and this is not even tapping off, it's not really making, I don't see if you can tell there, it doesn't make this dark blotch that you have to move around. It kind of is already dispersed, and it makes a really pretty look on the eye. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. I really like that, and like I said, it's kind of like the Chanel No. 5, but a little bit more impact. Absolutely beautiful. Those of you who want colors and differences, what do we all complain about? Too many neutrals, too many this, too many that. But when an eye palette is different, we're often, I don't know what to do with that. These fall right beautifully, these 4 Petits Fours fall beautifully into that middle category where they're not just kind of everyday, run-of-the-mill, seen these, done this, bought the t-shirt, that kind of thing. But are still different enough, but still wearable enough that you could take these and do anything with it. And it still has that beautiful retro feel to it. So I'm quite happy. And like I said, ready to get into the season. I'm starting to feel really festive. So thank you so much, Viseart. As I said, this is my finished Bullion look when I finally put on some mascara and I put on some jet black Pat McGrath Extreme Black eyeliner because I thought it needed that, some Dragon lip gloss. From, of course, Lisa Eldridge. So I'm having a lot of fun with all 4 of these looks and will continue to play with them. Let me know which, if any, you ordered, or did you, like me, did you get all 4? Let me know what your thinking is. I would love to hear it. I always love to hear from you guys. Someone said to me the other day, I'm sorry, I hope I don't comment too much. I want to help the channel. And you guys, none of you comment too much. I adore you guys, and I truly mean that. And I love chatting with you about makeup. This is our safe spot to talk about all these fun things. I love your questions. I adore your comments. Please comment below. Feel free. You know I always answer. If I don't answer, it means somehow it was eaten. But it was eaten and I didn't see it, so just try again or hit me up over on Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye. Got makeup on my hands. Bye.